corruption inside every sector. But when it comes to them, they send you. Try investigate efficiency, right? Go talk to Baratons too, cause I done fed up. You done fed up, he done fed up, she done fed up, we done fed up, the people fed up. You're hiding corruption inside the cup, look how evil set up. The people fed up. I done fed up on the dirty water, low pressure, want scream and tell somebody. Imagine 1500 US, and they're telling me super salary. I done fed up on the unemployment racism and the lie they say one Guyana. Cause when you look with the oil money going, circulate with one set of banner. Cause I done fed up, you done fed up, he done fed up, she done fed up, we done fed up, the people fed up. You're hiding corruption inside the cup, look how evil set up. The people fed up.
PPP will take care of you from erection to resurrection.
There and fabricate that. Unless you say who the person is, I can't comment on anonymous people.
Okay, well, let's talk about specific individuals. What is your relationship with Mr. Su Jurong?
Su? Oh, Su.
Who's that one? Low lights and hungry belly.
Oh, Jesus Christ, if cost of living double, I don't know what happened. A pound of sugar is $300 already. Flour, everything gone up. Everything just raising. You gotta get about $40,000 for buy good ration. You gotta get 3 man now. A weekend man, a monthly man, and a fortnight man.
Basement level vibes with another one, straight up blackness. Aye, who tell the truth? Mark Benschop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benschop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benschop, straight up from the root. Mark Benschop, who tell the truth? Mark Benschop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benschop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benschop, straight up from the root. Mark Benschop, I do it for the love, him not do it for no money. Straight up, him attack, educating everybody. Big up my friends and big up my family. Turn on the radio, catch the vibes, it's integrity. Straight up, Benschop stands for unity. One people, one nation, one destiny. Free up the truth in the air, even the blind can see. The deaf can hear, the dumb can talk, the cripple can walk. Boom. Who tell the truth? Mark Benschop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benschop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benschop, straight up from the root. Mark Benschop, who tell the truth? Mark Benschop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benschop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benschop, straight up from the root. Mark Benschop, we have to gather wrong, grab a seat and sit down, pay attention. Education, liberation, we have to stand strong. Benschop upon the radio, lively up the program. Everybody call somebody and let them turn and tune and on the radio and catch the boom song. We boom it up already, we have to boom it up again. Expose and reveal him. Who tell the truth? Mark Benschop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benschop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benschop, straight up from the root. Mark Benschop, who tell the truth? Mark Benschop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benschop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benschop, straight up from the root. Mark Benschop, I do it for the love, him not do it for no money. Straight up, him attack, educating everybody. Big up my friends and big up my family. Turn on the radio, catch the vibes, it's integrity. Straight up, Benschop stands for unity. One people, one nation, one destiny.
All right, hey, guess what? Good night. My name is Mark Benschop. Welcome to Straight Up, right here on 107.1 FM. 107.1 FM. Right off the bat, our operator, Lemon, good night to Lemon. By the way, Lemon has gotten his GED. The first time he thought he got it, but they told him that he got to retake. Lemon, by the way, is probably way above Freddie Kisoon now with his GED, and far more qualified than a lot of folks in the PPP. And so we want to say congratulations to Lemon and his GED. He is so proud of himself, and we are proud of Lemon as well. And all of this was made possible by you guys who continue to encourage and motivate Lemon right here on 107.1 FM. So congratulations to Lemon and his GED. The next step, we will try to enroll Lemon in at IFLOT University. So that is where he will get all the other degrees as quickly as possible. And then after that, maybe we can put to run for president of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana. Good night to all of you again, wherever you are. My name is Mark Benschop. There are a couple of things I want to talk to you guys before we pull the curtains down. As you know, I was over on the other side. I was all the way in England on Norman Brown's show, that is, in England, all the way in England there. And we were talking about Burnham and the disrespect, of course, by PPP guys. They cannot. I want any one of them, Jack Dale, Whitemouth Mark Phillips, any one of them, they can come right here. I will give them time. Trust me. I will give them time. On 107.1 FM, I will give them time right here. But they've got to debate me. I want them to debate. I don't boast about debating. I don't boast about those things, but I want to be able to ask them some questions about Burnham. I'm pretty sure they do not have a response about Burnham. They just do not have that at all. They just don't. Let me say good night to all of you. Nikki and her husband, Michael, they're watching right now, and they're all happy. It's their anniversary, so let me say happy anniversary to Nikki and Michael, celebrating their wedding anniversary, their 22nd wedding anniversary. It looks as though that's what we're up to. Birthday greetings, wedding anniversary. Okay. Anything just for you, our listeners. And so Jack Dio can come right here on 107.1 FM, but we just have to talk about Burnham. Forget about Freddie Kisoon. Waste of time. I don't want him to smell up our studio, even though Jack Day would do the same. But oh yeah. All right. So what else? Let's get back to our operator. Lemon put this photograph up. Where's Lemon? Thank you, Lemon. And this is the STEM Guyana. These young people, lots and lots of young people. They were trained. Lots of young people represented Guyana, the STEM Guyana, the robotics team. They went to the US, they went to Mexico, they went to Saudi Arabia, I believe, or Dubai. They went to Canada. They went all across the world, so to speak. And they represented Guyana with STEM, robotics, and all sorts of things. And when the PPP regime, with the billions of dollars that they have, they've turned a blind eye on our young people. Over 10 years ago, all of these things, and the folks at STEM Guyana, they continue to stem their way across Guyana, and not just for one ethnic group. It's, if you notice, and when they spend their monies and donations and so forth to get a robot, and to have these kids in Guyana become fascinated with technology. And of course, STEM Guyana, headed by Karen Abrams, soon to be Dr. Karen Abrams, a PhD, in the making, maybe very soon, very shortly, right? Very soon, very shortly. And so, the reason why I'm talking about STEM Guyana tonight is it is because ExxonMobil, they have announced recently that they are going to spend $100 million. $100 million. Now, I'm not sure if that's coming right out of the pockets of Exxon, or it's coming out of taxpayers. They're going to write it off as expense. I don't know. But what I do know is that Exxon has announced recently that they are going to spend 100 million Guyana dollars on STEM programs across Guyana. Now, according to information, the main organization, the main STEM group in Guyana, has been sidelined. Is it because of what you are seeing? Is it because of ethnicity? I don't know. We have to ask these questions, because if you have an organization such as STEM Guyana, and they have produced some of the best in technology in Guyana, those who represented Guyana worldwide, why is it that there is no support for STEM Guyana? Why is it that ExxonMobil has not, at least not thus far, they have not reached out to STEM Guyana to say, we know you guys are the pioneer. Submit a proposal. This is what we want to give you guys at STEM Guyana, but nothing, absolutely nothing. The government, the so-called government of the day, in my opinion, they have starved the people at STEM Guyana, probably give them a little crumbs here and there. But you cannot run organization as this. Look at these little kids. They are thirsty for knowledge. These kids are able to build a robot from scratch. You guys hear me? They are able to build a robot from scratch. The entire country should have been supporting this event. Every village, every community, every school across Guyana. But no, because of the spiteful, racist politics of the PPP regime. Now, I don't know about Exxon and what rules Exxon has, or as it pertains to disbursing funds to these sort of organizations, or whether they are discriminating against individuals too. I don't know. But what I'm saying is that STEM Guyana tops the list and should get a substantial amount of that 100 million Guyana dollars. And again, I don't know if that's coming right out of the pockets of Exxon, or taxpayers have to fund it. Because, you know, Exxon, they do this right off. Now, Erwell Don Clark has made a valid point here, that they're paying men on a mission. Millions upon millions of dollars. Men on a mission. Men on whose mission? On whose behalf? What mission? Sounds more like men on a... yeah. I wonder what mission, because it's suspect. Anything Jack Dew and Irfan they're involved in, it's suspect. Men on what sort of mission? What mission are they on? Walk around and clean up little garbage bins? Walk around and knock little old wood or something like that to build some small house? Men on a mission? Is that money, is that ways to find money for the boys so that they can really be, as the photo show there, really be on a mission? Men on a mission gets more money than STEM Guyana? I don't know, something is very, very fishy about, anyways. Something is very fishy. Very, very fishy. Oh, Father. What else we get? This here. Thank you, Miss Erwell, Don Cook. Thank you so much. Now, this is gone. This is swept under the rug. They paid millions of dollars, millions upon millions of dollars, guys. Millions of dollars for this float. Not the float in front, right? The actual float, because whoever this guy is, that guy is a big float, right? I don't know if he's a policeman or what, but he looks like he's enjoying himself. So we're not gonna knock on the float. Let him enjoy himself. But we're talking about the actual float, where over $25 million spent on this float. I repeat, over $25 million for this kind of float. I don't know whether this is float tea or float. I don't know. I just do not know at all. If you ask me what is happening in Guyana, then it's just money. It's just money for the boys in the circle and the girls in the circle. As long as you are outside of the circle, there's nothing there for you. Now, somebody mentioned, and they always try to find justification for these things. Oh, unity and all sort of things. Now, nothing is wrong with these little white kids. Nothing is wrong with that, right? We got to be fair. But this is no representation of the Guyana Police Force. What justification they have for this? Not unless it was donated to them by from Ireland. I doubt that, because even now in Ireland, they got a bunch of different people there too, different ethnicity. And I doubt that this is the reflection of Ireland. I doubt that. And so whoever designed this float, right? It can't be a float, it's got to be a float. Whoever designed this float, I wonder, were they high? Were they drinking high wine, paiwari? Were they drinking bush rum or something? Or were they sniffing or something? I don't know. You know, this is the wrong message. Now, if you get it mixed up, now the makeup of the Guyana Police Force is what it is. But this doesn't represent the Guyana Police Force. It's a shame and disgrace. And this is what they spent over $25 million, your tax dollars. The only thing in this photograph that is a perfect depiction of a float is the float in front. So whoever designed this float in front, the money is worth more than the float at the back with all those little white kids. It could have been maybe 2 or 3 white kids, yeah, but all them white kids? This can't be the Guyana Police Force. But then again, when you talk, some of them vex, the bumps race, Benschop racism. Oh, okay. Everything for them is racism. Everything for them is racism. Every single thing for them is racism. So, again, shame on the Guyana Police Force. Shame on them. But then again, I guess shame, because the head of the Guyana Police Force has passed his retirement age. He's an old man now, but he's still sitting there. He's squatting in the seat. And nobody's saying anything. They're not mentioning anything, because every day you go from one issue to the next, one issue to the next, issue to the next. Tomorrow morning is something else. That's what's happening in Guyana. Something else. And the hypocrisy every day, oh gosh, every day we see the hypocrisy is so blatant. You know, every single day is one thing to the next, one thing to the next, every day. Sometimes don't you guys get tired? You're not even finished with one issue, you've gone to the next. You ain't even finished with the other issue, you've gone to the next. Now let's revisit this issue with this senior policeman. If you recognize any one of you in the audience, you recognize this guy, you can say who he is. If you recognize this person. Because every day is distraction upon distraction upon distraction. People howling out all injustice, people howling out persecution. All these sort of things. Now, wait a minute. Guys, y'all see what I'm seeing? Check in the comment section. Tell me if you see what I'm seeing. Quickly. Tell me if you see what I'm seeing. While are you guys, is that the sound of a trench grapple? Wait a minute. Trench grapple, guys. Trench grapple. Trench grapple. Right. Here what's going on, guys. Here what's going on. There's somebody named Mark Lawson. You know, after this, he gonna get lost, right? Because we do not, as some Guyanese would say, we do not tolerate these sort of swamp grappos, whoever Mark Lawson is. Now, Mark Lawson, or whoever he or she is, I want to feel is a she. Mark, stop misleading your listeners. Just so dry, you know. Stop misleading your listeners. Just so dry. Nothing to challenge me about. Nothing about anything other than, Mark, stop misleading your listeners. If this swamp grapple, Mark Lawson, is probably, he or she is probably Mark Phillips, but the shame come on as Mark Phillips. The shame, Mark Phillips, shame on, you know. Don't think that he's not, he or shame, you know. Because he little white mouth and these are the things, he shame. He shame bad, bad, bad. As those who come up over here, you know, overnight, Yankee, they don't say bad. They say bad, bad, bad. That's bad, bad, bad. Right? Mark Phillips not get shame. He get white mouth and all sorts of things. But whoever this swamp crappo is, will give this swamp crappo another 30 seconds to say exactly what am I misleading my listeners about. That's all. That's all I want this he or she to say. That's all. But we already know where he or she coming from, right? They cannot use their own page. They cannot come out and be man or woman enough. They got to hide behind some trench grapple or whatever they're hiding behind. And they're coming out to say that I am misleading my listeners. Just so dry, you know, just so dry. Poor me, just so dry. Anyways, what else is happening in your neck of the woods, wherever you are? Welcome. We have lots of things we want to talk about. We want to talk about something else happened at the Georgetown Public Hospital again. Something else we want to talk about again. And y'all know what that is, right? A 70-year-old man. 70-year-old man decided that he has had enough of life. And because he has had enough, he wants to call it George. He wants to call it, that's it, 70 years old. 70 years old, look, it's right here. Now, if that trench grapple, Lawson, well, our operator will know what to do. 70 years old. 70 years old. Right? 70 years old. He decided that he is going to jump out the window, kill himself. They haven't finished the investigation with that young woman, you know. The investigation for her has not completed. Y'all remember this here, right? The mother just jumped through the window, killed herself. They buried her family, that is. And that's the end of the investigation. Nothing else. And that's the sort of justice. Look, Guyana, this is a hospital. Look all them clothes, look all them buckle, look all them thing, you know, other thing hanging up there. I could see 90 and all kind of things there. And this is supposed to be the fastest growing economy in the world. It's called, they love to call Guyana the little Dubai. And this is the condition of Guyana. This is the condition of the Georgetown Public Hospital. Look at the gate. Look at the entrance. Look at the guard hut. Look at the windows. Look, them clothes were hanging down there. Look at these things. And then Guyana is the fastest growing economy, right? According to these PACUs in the PPP. And then they got the biggest budget. The biggest budget in the history of Guyana. 1.5 whatever trillion Guyana dollars. And they're happy. Not just happy, they're happy. But the ordinary man, the ordinary woman, regardless of their ethnicity, cannot see, do not know where this money is going. I don't know. Maybe we could just assume. Could somebody play that soca? Away all the money gone in there? Come on, DJ Shrimpy. Away the money gone in there? I don't know what's happening in that country. Billions upon billions of dollars, and people are punishing. People are starving. People are malnourished. Every day, kids are going to school hungry. Shame on the PPP regime. But they want to broadcast this infrastructure, this road, that road, that. But nothing means anything good for the people of Guyana. Because how you gonna walk down the road and you're hungry? How you gonna drive down the road and you don't have money to buy enough gas? I don't know. And so today, a 70-year-old man, 70-year-old man decided that he has had enough under the PPP regime. Frustration, cost of living gone up, price of bora gone up, price of flour gone up, price of dal gone up, price of split peas gone up, price of pulori gone up. Speaking of pulori, good night, Miss Annette Ferguson. Price of roti gone up, price of bread gone up, price of dal puri gone up, price of bake gone up, and even the price around the cathedral gone up. Right, Jack? Yeah? All around, people are frustrated. Now, a 70-year-old man who now start live his life, so frustrated enough that he tried to kill himself. And then when they took him to the Georgetown Public Hospital, he's supposed to be a suicide watch at Georgetown Public Hospital. So according to the CEO, Rambaran, the nurse went out of the room that the 70-year-old man was staying, and she went to go and do something. And by the time she returned, the man done plunged through the window. Someone is on the suicide watch. And you put a nurse. What is it you're telling us? That the nurse sat there 24/7 to watch him? But you're giving us the CEO of the Georgetown Public Hospital. This is the second such incident in less than 6 months. And all the CEO is doing just chitty chat, because he gets some big cha-cha or chachi in the PPP who gave him that position. And so one after the next. Only in Guyana these things happen, In any other country, real country that is, the Minister of Health would have had to resign. The CEO would have had to resign. But no, these chaps don't resign. They pretend as though there's an investigation, and then they move on to the next, and the next suicide. So here is where I have a problem. Somebody is on suicide watch. The nurse left that person. That's according to Rambaran, the CEO. Left that person to go and take care of something else. Walk out of the room, and the 70-year-old man decided that he can make a jump because he's starving under the PPP, corruption under the PPP, things bad under the PPP. People start buying a piece of toilet paper. People buying one pamper. People buying a spoonful of nut butter. Now, this might come across as though I'm being a bit, humorous with you guys. No, I'm not. Do you know that there are people in Guyana right now under the PPP regime in this fastest growing economy in the world, one of the fastest growing economy in the world? And they like to describe Guyana as the little Dubai. And they like to say that they get the biggest budget in the history of Guyana. 1.3 or $1.5 billion. $1.5 billion. Hey guys, y'all know what's going on again, right? When we say, if y'all know what's going on, listen. Trench grapples. Of course they're gonna come out. They can't come out in the numbers because we done throw them in the trench and all sort of things. Now, let me say this. The fastest growing economy, and people are punishing. 58% of people in Guyana are living with this thing there. $10. I got $10. $10 I got tonight, right? Y'all can't see it. I got $10. Do you know, guys? Do you know? And I want to break this thing down for you, not the $10. Do you know that Guyanese, they are, look, yeah, there you go. Y'all see the $10, right? I know somebody done stretch their hand out already, but not tonight. But let me say this to you guys, though, on a serious note. Do you know the majority of Guyanese, in Guyana, over 58%, or maybe probably about 60 to 65% of Guyanese do not make $10 per day? $10. 10. What does that say? What does that say to people in the leadership of a country? When 58% of Guyanese, I am not the one who's saying it. It is the IDB that is saying it, not me. Not me. The IDB is saying it. Now, if I said that, then they probably would have said propaganda, right? If Lily said that, probably propaganda. If Hazel said that, probably propaganda. But the IDB said that. That is the report. 58% of Guyanese are living. 58% of Guyanese are living on $6 per day. $6 per day. See, they get somebody saying who line and who in line, and all right, y'all battle in the comment section there, but y'all don't be distracted by trench crappos, right? $6. And the fastest growing economy in the world, and people are starving. Mothers don't have enough money to send their kids to school. But a $1.5 trillion budget, right? And people are going to the corner shops to buy one pamper. One pamper. People are going to the corner shop, and one roll of toilet tissue. The shop owners, some of them, are rolling it out a little, parceling up at $100 toilet tissue, paper, $100, $50, $200, and so forth. So you have a little child that goes into a store and say, Uncle Patrick, or Uncle Wayne, or Commissioner Cole, Mommy said, please send $100 toilet paper for we. And then another child is going to go and say, Auntie Dawn, Mommy said, please a spoonful of peanut butter. Or another child is going to go and say, or a woman, a single mom, is going to go and buy one diaper. Now, some of you who are in the audience, if you know about these sort of things, just let them know that this is no joke. It is a fact. It is a fact. But yet, according to the PPP regime, it is the fastest growing economy in the world. One of the fastest growing economy, where single mothers can't afford to buy diapers for their kids. They have to go and buy one diaper. One. I don't know. They got to go and buy quarter loaf bread, half loaf bread, 2 slices of bread. Again, those of you who have left Guyana for donkey years now, I noticed somebody saying, Teresa Saniford is saying, Mark, behave yourself. No. Those of you who have left Guyana for a long time, y'all might think that this is joke. It is no joke, guys. You know what it is to go and you're standing there in a store, a little corner shop, and somebody goes in there to buy a spoonful of peanut butter. I don't know. And one tennis roll. I noticed somebody say, Leslie Hamilton, one tennis roll. Y'all have left Guyana. Some of you guys have left Guyana too long. And so y'all might think this is joke. This is no joke, guys. This is no joke. The poverty in Guyana is high. Unemployment is high. You have 15-year-old girls, 14-year-old girls, 13-year-old girls making picnic in numbers. We recently heard about 2 15-year-old girls got babies, 2 babies, and so forth and so on, because the system is broken. Those who are in authority, some of them are pedo themselves. Commissioner Cole can tell you, we have been on some protests, we have been in the struggle to stand up and fight against those things. All these things. And because of the poverty in the country, mothers and fathers, they're forced to settle for crumbs, even when their little angels, their little daughters are being raped by powerful businessmen or powerful politicians. We see it, we hear it. Commissioner Cole can talk to you guys about that. Maybe one night I'll invite her. She hasn't been on this program in a while now, to talk about these things. Little boys are being raped. And all these things are covered up because money's passed and that's it. People get struck down on the road. There's no justice. None whatsoever. All of these things in Guyana. Because apart from that, there's no real protect and serve in the Guyana police force for the small man. The police force, for the most part, they're only protecting the big ones. They are serving the big ones, and they are going after and penalizing and persecuting the small one. That is what's happening. If you want to get rich, join the police force. That's the saying in Guyana. You join the police force and you can throw back on. And you're going to make more than $6. You're going to make more than $10 per day. And now let me make this clear. I'm not painting the entire police force with the same brush. There are lots of policemen and women who are decent and they want to do the right thing. But because of bad leadership, bad politics, bad every single thing, we see it. We see policemen and women have to line up long lines so that some businessman could give them little crumbs. We have seen it. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? We have seen it. We have seen stories where people donate millions of dollars to policemen to have wedding. We have seen it. We have seen policemen, senior policemen in Guyana, are driving the biggest and fanciest cars, big SUVs. They live in big mansions. What y'all telling me about that, right? They're not there to protect and serve. You should go and see some of the houses some of these policemen have. Most of them through corruption. And so when certain crimes are committed, whether it's murder, whether it's drug dealing or so forth, the big ones don't get touched. Whether it's gold smuggling and all these things, fuel smuggling, the big ones don't get touched. It's the small ones, always. A woman out in Borbis with a couple little small, packages of marijuana, she allegedly sending in for some boyfriend or whoever it is. And they plaster her photograph all over the newspaper. And they're happy. Look, we just caught her. Couple little crumbs. Smuggling for Shaman, allegedly, in the police, in the New Amsterdam police jail. Allegedly. And they plaster her photograph. But the big drug lords and the big gold smugglers, you're not going to see about them. You're not going to hear about them. The only time you get to see them and hear about them is when them and the PVP fall out. Somebody clap for me now, man. I said the only time you get to see and hear about them is when them and the PVP fall out. And then you're going to hear how they're being persecuted and all manner of things. Only when them and the PVP fall out. You heard of a guy, a big businessman in Guyana by the name of Brian Tiwari. Brian Tiwari and them fell out, you know. Brian Tiwari and them fell out. Brian Tiwari cost them so till guy kingdom come. Brian cost, Brian Tiwari cost, oh my mama. Oh, Brian Tiwari cost so till cost na there. He cost. He joined the coalition. He jumped on plane with Harman and all them got China. All over, he cost the PPP, he cost them. When the PPP was installed in 2020, it wasn't so long after. Brian Tiwari, all them cost Jack Davy, cost the PPP. Brian Tiwari got right back with the PPP. Right back. The man, you know what he said? He never left. So all those who fall out with the PPP, these quote-unquote businessmen and them are custom and this, y'all don't want me call names, right? I can clap instead. Y'all be careful. Because tomorrow come a new day. Next thing you know, you see Muhammad and he name Azruddin and the old man Nazar, all of them back in the PPP. All of them. And where are you there? Y'all get what I'm trying to say to y'all, right? I hope y'all understand what I'm saying to y'all. Me and nothing else, a tire talk. But when I talk, some of y'all bums just raise, y'all get vexed, y'all this, y'all all sorts of things. But that's okay. Sometimes I tell y'all, 1 and 2 people has asked me if I was a Obia man. Me know what they mean by that. But Apostle and Pastor, they're probably watching. You know, ask me if I was a Obia man. Ask me if I was a CFAR man. Now Obia man. Good night again. Hey, wait a minute. You know, going up there, I almost forget about this here. I want to talk about these people. Because they're not fighting. I don't know if some of them gone quiet. Some of them probably left the PNC and gone with other parties. I don't know. Maybe Win, maybe whoever. I don't know. But take a look at these folks. Valda Lawrence. We haven't heard a lot from her recently at all. Valda, quiet. Claremont Mingo. But let's start. Valda Lawrence. These photographs that you're seeing of these accused here, this is what you call a typical example of persecution. In my book, persecution. Valda Lawrence, Claremont Mingo, look as though they just grab you and put you as a scapegoat. Carol Smith Joseph, Keith Lowenfield, Sheffrin February, Michelle Miller, Enrique Levon, Roxanne Myers. These people, in my opinion, are being persecuted. This is the face of persecution. Somebody tag Azruddin there. You see these faces? These are the faces of persecution. Persecution, real persecution. For over 5 years now. And some of y'all were like all about, oh, this body this, oh, this body rah, and what the government doing with this, and look what the government doing to these people. But y'all not focusing on them. I ain't get time with them. Why? Because they can't get buy y'all a planting chip, or 2 fudge, or $40 pulori. Now, I'm not insulting you guys. Don't get their own people. So we gaff in here, right? Because they can't go in a community and vroom with some Lamborghini or something like that. That they're not worthy of y'all's support. Y'all don't share these things. Y'all don't discuss these things. It's like y'all don't care. Turn to y'all neighbors right now and say, well, y'all for care about y'all. Who y'all for care about, y'all don't care about. These people, for over 5 years, are being persecuted. And y'all don't care. Many of y'all don't even read up on this here. Many of y'all won't even probably share this on y'all page. Because y'all don't care about them. Why? Because of the ethnicity? That y'all dash them under the bridge and run and holding on and grabbing on people who don't care, who really don't care about y'all and only about themselves. Self, every day, self. Look what they're doing to me. 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 Azruddin's sister now, whatever her name is, lashing out at the media. Oh, where's the independent media? They're not talking about our case. Where's the independent media? Oh, give me a break. Come on, guys. Come on. Wake up. All you wake up. All you wake up. The independent media has always been there. Where were these people? Where were the Mohammeds when people were being persecuted in that country? People were being jailed in that country. People were being assassinated in that country. Where were their voices? Now suddenly you want to attack, but where's the independent media in this country? The independent media. You want the independent media to fight your fight for you, your battle for you? Look, give me a break. Give me a break. You fight a battle, yeah. But nobody's going to force, at least not me, to fight a battle that I don't think I want to fight. If I see wrong being done, and I've called out wrong, when that knucklehead one critic attempted to blame the Mohammeds for that firebombing at the gas station, I said, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. So don't feel that I'm going to sit down and laugh at people's punishment or so forth. Sometimes you just got to allow people to fight their own personal war between each other, between Mati. And that's what's going on with the Mohammeds and the PPP. It's a personal war. They must fight Mati. And they must use their vengeance and their monies to fight each other. And who becomes the pawn and the sandwiches in between? You guys figure that out. You figure out what's going on, and then let's talk again. But let's get back to these people here. Nobody coming out to these people here and defend them. Nobody in defending them. Were I to buy them right now with this $10 I got, a Lamborghini each, and they roll up in the community. Just see Mingo in his Lamborghini. Man, the amount of attraction he's going to get. Just picture Wally Lawrence roll up with your Lamborghini motorbike. Or Carol Smith Joseph. All over Region 5 should have with your Lamborghini. Hot green Lamborghini. With 50 years on it. Because Carol spent 50 years in the PNC, right? So put 50 years on your green Lamborghini and roll around Region 5. And you're going to see the difference. But no. Every minute these people walking up the court steps, they can't get a job. They're blacklisted. Roxanne Myers can't get a job. The others, them can't get a job. They're blacklisted. And what are you telling me about persecution? And y'all quiet? This is what the independent media should be talking about. But no, they don't. Carol, 91530. Right, Carol? They don't talk about these things. Right now, I just feel like a nice hot cup of coffee. Right now. Hot cup of coffee. They don't talk about these things at all. Oh, Father. Oh. So back to this here before. 70-year-old man. What this man could commit? What y'all think he commit suicide for? What do you guys think he committed suicide for? He just threw himself through a window. And he was under what? Suicide watch? He just plunged through a window just like that. Brother. What he kill himself for? Don't tell me kill himself for some woman. Because as long as you pass a certain age, you ain't killing yourself for no woman. All y'all men out there in the audience, if you agree with me, say, yeah. As long as you pass a certain age, you ain't killing yourself for no woman. It's only them chaps in the teenage, back in my days on the quarantine, them teenagers, and so forth. Right? Only those, but not now. Not now. How was your poem today? You guys know what time that is, right? I have a boss. But before we go though, give me a couple of minutes, please, boss lady. As long when you reach a certain age, you don't kill yourself no more as a man over no woman. You don't do that. Elegant Lois, is it, Denise? What is it that you're saying? That I might be so. I've never heard a 70-year-old man kill himself for no woman. None. Something got wrong with he for that happen. Now I grew up on the quarantine. Then teenage boys in their 20s and thing. You know, one guy we were in primary school together at Alnis Primary. His name was Boros. He was from Big Alnis. He lived opposite Magistrate Malai. Big Alnis. Those of you from there would know them place. He killed himself. We were in Tort Standard or something like that. The man killed himself for some girl. He ran home and he drank poison. And scores of other youngsters, little boys, kill themselves over some girl. Or their mommy talk to them rough and they kill themselves. Or somebody said them not like them and they kill themselves. Some attempted to kill themselves. Some drank poison, a whole bottle. And they spend 1 week in the hospital. They come out fat. They start eating enough in the village and all kind of things. Strong. Some of them still live out. And so the point is that growing up on the quarantine, I never heard of a 70-year-old man kill himself. So I don't know what this man killed himself for. But what I'm saying, can't be no woman. This is what I'm saying. I put my head on the block that he didn't kill himself in no woman. But we got to find out what the story is, why he tried to kill himself before they brought him to the hospital and they left him wide open so he could finish the job. But what is it with this plunging through the window? Before time it used to be poison. Now it gone to plunge through window. Now, I don't mind if I hear some of them at the office of the president and Freedom House plunge through windows. They might be doing the nation a favor, who knows? But not the ordinary people at the hospital and things like that, man. So whatever his situation is, you know, only God knows. Only God knows. But everybody, whether you're old, whether you're young, whether you're middle-aged, or whether you're very young like me, everyone in Guyana is frustrated. Every single person in Guyana is frustrated, except those kunumunus who are benefiting. I don't know, guys. But the Ministry of Social Services, they don't talk nothing. Priya Manikchan don't say nothing. Nobody don't say anything about this here. Jamal Aziz said pressure. Yana Tilaya Sewa, maybe medication side effect contributed to what that 70-year-old. Yeah, lots of things, but not no woman though. No 70-year-old in killing herself in a woman. When I read 70, sorry about that, guys. You know, these days. If you're celebrating your birthday, happy birthday to you. If you're celebrating a wedding anniversary, whatever you're celebrating, if you have lost a loved one, our hearts are with you. We all want a better Guyana. We all want a safer Guyana. We all want a Guyana that is free. That some of you who work hard, and want to invest and live both places in America and Guyana. When it's cold, you're in Guyana. When it's nice and warm over here, you're back over here and enjoy your retirement. But you can't. Guyana is not a safe place, guys. I know some people might say US is not, but US is safer, in my opinion. It is safer than Guyana. Any place where there is a corrupt police force and a corrupt government can never be safe for the citizens. I'm out of here. I'll be back tomorrow, same place, same time, right here on 107.1 FM. And maybe we'll ask Wayne Caesar to join us tomorrow. Maybe we'll get a guest, but not Annette, though. We're going to allow Annette to digest on her $40 Polari for a while now. And those guys who hug up Mark Phillips, I know what to say, man. I know, officer. And they're smiling. Y'all know Dexter Todd hasn't returned the call to me as yet. But let me just say, in the interest of transparency, that Dr. Terrence Campbell did return my call last night. But not Dexter Todd. Dexter Todd gone into hiding. Gone right into hiding. I'm out of here. See y'all tomorrow. Same place, same time. Right here on 107.1 FM. I'm getting off here and I'm going and eat $40 pulori. Compliments of my friend. Y'all know who? The pulori girl. Annette Ferguson. Annette Ferguson. Now, I hope these opposition politicians understand that when they play that kind of politics, they weaken their support base. No matter how much they try to justify it, it doesn't work. Turn to your neighbors and say, it doesn't work. Tomorrow morning, 5 o'clock, I'll be on the religious program right here with Pastor Greenwich and Apostle Greenwich. Pastor Greenwich. Look who they're here by. Selwyn Peters is with us by. Here's Selwyn reporting people's live, all kind of thing, Facebook Live. Selwyn, you're really working for your money by. How come you don't report my Facebook page? Selwyn, working for your money by. Being here, Selwyn don't make joke, you know. Selwyn's a serious soup drinker, right? Right. This is why you're drinking a Selwyn cornmeal. There can't be cornmeal soup, man. There can't be. Look how you putting that thing in your mouth, by. Hey, Selwyn. You're enjoying your soup, by. You're enjoying your soup. Well, at least, you know, we got to give Selwyn Peters little credit. He does listen and he does comment, so he don't make jokes. Selwyn ain't no shame, you know. No matter how much he stand up and defend those vagabonds in the PPP, he ain't care. He just still come on this program because this is the only time he gets recognition. Nobody else don't recognize you, you know. I think Melly Mel and Nescali Picky Dread and all kind of thing, boy. You see, the guy Selwyn say he drinking. Selwyn don't make joke. He drinking Margatana. That's it. That is the soup you're drinking. Man, you're drinking soup, man. I know what you're drinking there. Because see what you put in your mouth there, Selwyn. You don't make joke, boy. I sure as Jack there start off for you. Zoom. Oh gosh, yeah. Or you're fun, right? All right, guys, you know, them banners who drinking soup don't get shame these days, you know. Them ain't get shame at all these days. They just drink the soup, they just swallow. And when they swallow, they don't care what the oppressors give them to swallow. They swallow it with pride. That's Selwyn Peters is doing here. Swallowing it with pride. Oh, gosh, Selwyn. My name is Mark Benschop. I'll be back tomorrow. Oh, extradition case still going on, by the thing's still going on. I wonder if they're going to want to remove the magistrate, or the magistrate might end up getting sanctioned, all sorts of things. But something tell me something. But me want to say something. I'm out of here, guys. I love you guys. Until tomorrow, same place, same time. Right here on 107.1 FM.
I can't take it no more. I can't take it no more. Can't take it no more. Imagine 18 hours of blackout and you're telling people progress. Cost of living gone up 100%, yet you give public servant less. Mr. President, listen to the people. Search your soul and you will confess. I want you try surviving on the public face, then you're gonna know but stress. Cause I done fed up, you done fed up, he done fed up, she done fed up, we done fed up, the people fed up. You're hiding corruption inside the cup, look how evil set up. The people fed up. They don't drive no fear with the citizen. They may want the people speak out. Freedom of speech done gone inside the gutter. Knock off when you open your mouth. Discrimination in entertainment. And you're talking about one Guyana. When the Ministry of Culture keep the big shows, one set to girls and banner. Cause I done fed up, you done fed up, he done fed up, she done fed up, we done fed up.